Yo, 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 Panther Nation. Welcome to another edition of Pantherology. It's your boy Claymation. And today we're going to do a training camp update from yesterday. Run a little bit behind today, but it's all good. Just been super busy. I don't do this full time, so cut me some slack. So the cameras were not there at Bank of America Stadium. All there was booming music, and the artificial crowd noise was gone. But still on the field at Bank of America Stadium was our starting quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater. He was working with tight end Chris Manhertz on routes, acting as the defender, showing him examples of how specific routes may be run. Manhertz traditionally is a blocking tight end, but he's developing into a receiving threat in the Panthers' new offense this year. After the tight end left, Bridgewater was so far in the training camp is more likely to be seen staying later after practice rather than being the first one there. He spent more time working on his downfield passing before the lights finally turned off. So he's basically going to be the first one there, last one to leave is basically his mentality right now. And that's what we need in a quarterback, that first one there, last one to leave. Wednesday's practice was under the lights, broadcast to the public for the first time, and that's the new reality right now, since there's no preseason. So it's a new thing to hear about it. It's another to see it with your own eyes. Some changes were subtle, others not so much. While the team's new leader staying out with a tight end, expanding his skill set on the field after practice is an example of a subtitle shift. The TV broadcast of the practice, flashing a lengthy graphic of all the team's offseason departures, was a bit more in your face, with Cam Newton, Mario Addison, Greg Olsen, Trey Turner, James Bradbury. I mean, the list goes on. The reminders of who wasn't out there extended to the far edges of the field, where former Panthers linebacker Luke Kuechly, now a team scout, stood on the sideline, not in a uniform, but instead as an observer. At times on Wednesday, he was a coach, giving pointers to players like rookie Troy Pride Jr. But with an absence of preseason games due to COVID-19, Wednesday was the only real glimpse of the new Panthers that fans will get before the face of the Raiders September 13th. Outside of the reporters and team staff who had their temperatures taken before entering the Bank of America Stadium, the vault was empty, with fans' faces only appearing on the video board as the NFL's teams around the country announced to plan to hold games without fans in attendance, at least to start the year. The site is one we will continue to grow accustomed to, whether in Charlotte or elsewhere. Wednesday night practice was the second Panthers have had in Bank of America Stadium. They cranked up the music volume, they cranked up the crowd noise, and played most throughout the entire workout with the music though. Aside from the changes in the venue from the practice field and the bubble, it was more like another day in training camp. Nothing extraordinary. There were more moments. Joey Sly hit all three of his field goals attempts, and defense end Stephen Weatherly had a nice night with a sack. Brad Burns jumped off sides on a 4th and 5 during a 2-minute drill. The Panthers have showed promise through a week and a half of open practices, but they're still learning. This team has a lot to still figure out before its first game, and the first game is just over 2 weeks from now. All that compounded with the fact that they're still getting to know each other. But what's missing felt the most notable of all, and obvious or not, Newton, who had Pride Jr. and punter Joe Charlton grew up rooting for, wasn't there. Nor were the fans that he handed the balls off to after the touchdowns that he throws. There are hubs of former Panthers in Buffalo and Washington that would jump off the page as more recognizable. This was an introduction to the new reality of the Carolina Panthers football. Everyone watching from a distance as Teddy Bridgewater turned off the light. So just a little training camp update. It's just a bunch of new faces, a bunch of new talent, new guys, new coaching staff, and it's just a whole new reality at Bank of America Stadium and in that locker room. So I'm not surprised. So guys, just that's your training camp update for today. Guys, comment down below. Make sure you smash that like button. It helps the channel out so I can continue on putting out raw content. Smash that subscribe button. It just, more subscribers, the better it is for me. Knowing your support, I appreciate it very much. And then comment down below. Give me some key insights that maybe I didn't talk about, or something y'all know that I don't know. I'm usually pretty on top of things, but you never know. And guys, as always, keep pounding.